Chapter 9, Creation. Sure, the nurse replied without much thought. Hearing that, Steve smiled as he returned to his bed, the screen right in front of him. It had been a week since he was admitted, and as it turns out, you can stay in the hospital for as long as you can, but you must have a good reason to do so. Despite the fact that his health was guaranteed, his case was a bit different due to the double dungeon incident. Apparently, such a situation had never happened before. Considering his current situation, it was best he stayed here for now. Thankfully, that would change soon. He was entitled to some compensation from the association due to the event. He didn't know exactly how much it was, but hopefully, it would be enough to get himself a new place to stay. So far, all he had done was train his skills and try to gain more mana. The latter was difficult but easy all at once, and the other one could be done passively. Turns out that when you utilize a lot of mana within this world and recover it, it increases by a bit. Mana, 357, plus 157. This was the result of his hard work so far. It may seem like nothing, but it was a massive improvement. As for his actual skills, that was easy to determine. The space around his bed was filled with swords or daggers. His ability was as fascinating as he initially thought it to be. He could manipulate any material as long as he had an idea of what it was. Even if he didn't know what it was, he could still manipulate it. However, it would take too much mana from him. It was a reasonably balanced but still incredibly overpowered ability. Wait, wouldn't this make me like some super-tier blacksmith or something like that? If I get access to monster materials, I can at least make a lot of money. Wasn't the ability just tailor-made for him? If he used it right, then he could get rich quickly by simply just selling an artifact he creates. Thinking about this, Steve picked up one of the many short swords and daggers on the floor. It was shaped irregularly, unlike a regular short sword, but then this was a fantasy world using game logic. Such equipment should exist here naturally. Insight, Steve chanted while focusing all his attention on the sword. Name, nameless. Item type, dagger. Material, magic steel. Attribute, sharpness 3, durability I. Attack power, plus 500, 2. Description. A dagger created by the architect, Stephen Grant. A tool designed with care and precise cutting in mind. It is made with magic steel, a magical metal created when steel absorbs a lot of mana. World rank, C. Even this should fetch me a lot of money, right? He asked. His lack of understanding of the way of life here was incredibly annoying. He didn't know the standard for even E-rank weapons, let alone C-rank. He had no idea how expensive they were or how powerful they were. This was called a C-rank tool, but exactly what made it a C-rank tool? Author's note, numbers will not be used for attack power anymore. This was more to draw parallels between the actual solo leveling system and the fanfiction. Instead, I will be using the Roman numerals I to V. I equals 100, 250 equals EC. 2 equals 250, 950 equals B. 3 equals 950, 1250 equals A. For equals 1250, 1950 equals S. V equals 1950 and above equals S and above. Follow for Chapter 10.